Guys, Solstice of Heroes is here, and with that event, it brought the Yeartide Apex. This is a brand new lightweight frame SMG, and I managed to get a tier 5 with the god roll that I would recommend for Crucible. That's going to be Lone Wolf with target lock. You're going to see that in the gameplay as we talk about how it handles, what I think about the gun. Later, I'm going to also compare it to the other best SMG in the game, and then I'll advise you on what type of playstyles and exotics you'll potentially want to use with this gun to find some success. All right, first game with the brand new Yeartide Apex SMG. I took off the ornament because I told you it looks super clean when you inspect it, and it looks even better in game. It's actually so fire. A tier 5 gun, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less, but a super high handling gun. It feels snappy. Let's see if we can go ahead and hunt somebody for our first kill with this. That's one down. That's two down. Yeah, it's very snappy, bro. I like it a lot. I thought the recoil was going to be kind of atrocious, not having something like dynamic sway. I do have like dexterity mods and like handling mods, but I can tell the gun at tier 5 quality. It's so fast. So yeah, the roll that I'm using is the one that I showed, the Lone Wolf with target lock. Target lock has always been pretty nice on like SMGs or auto rifles because it helps you get like a more forgiving optimal time to kill, needing like less headshots, and in some cases even less bullets in general to just get, you know, a faster time to kill on a player. And that's the case with this SMG. Like, enhanced target lock actually does make it kill faster. I believe it's going to be a 0.67 time to kill. Oh, one thing that I kind of forgot to really give credit to is that it's a lightweight frame SMG, so you do get that like handling bonus, the speed bonus when you're running around. It makes you feel pretty fast paced. I like that. Now, the reason I went for like Lone Wolf and target lock on this SMG, as I already explained, you do get the faster time to kill on it. But in the first column, there's really not that much better of an option. Normally on SMGs, even auto rifles too, I would prefer perks like dynamic sway, perks like tap the trigger. But unfortunately for the Yeartide Apex, it does not roll with anything like that. So we have to use Lone Wolf, which is the only other like Crucible perk that I could really recommend. But wow, I'm actually kind of impressed how like snappy and like on target it gets. Got this kill, but I'm so one shot. I was surrounded by everyone in the spawn. Yeah, I'm finding pretty good success using this SMG on MNK, so I wouldn't expect it to be handling any worse on controller, and that's really good news. If you've been wanting a new SMG to use for fun, this is the one to try. As for the origin traits, we have two options. One is just what feels like a gimmick way to just get a free reload on the SMG, and the other one gives you some benefits if you get some hipfire damage in the form of like reload speed and handling. I think it also does stability too, so it just seems like a good pick overall. Yeah, I'm really close to my super.
Keep the pressure on. This is amazing. Triple down. Fantastic work. You're unstoppable.
Holy shit, I almost got a 7th column. Oh, we're frying. Dude, we went crazy. Oh, we're having a crazy match right now. This SMG is doing so well for me. Bro, it actually melts. Hello? Dude, I was looking at the stats, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more next game, comparing it to like the other best SMG. I'm definitely dead. I was going to get a re-ran. All right, so this match, let's go ahead and discuss the god roll and how it compares to the other best SMGs in the game. Kill this guy first. So far, I told you about the Lone Wolf. I told you about the target lock. In the barrels department, though, I'm looking for things like small bore. I do want the ricochet rounds, but when you enhance the perks, for right now, it seems like things like high caliber rounds and armor piercing rounds are the only ways to get like even more range from those magazine perks. Don't go in there, bro. There's a trip mine. No. Yeah, so if you manage to get like small bore, high caliber rounds, you get that the range mod, and the tier 5 actually unlocks the variant of putting like plus 10 range, what used to be the adept range mod. Like, this gun actually snipes pretty well. It's pretty steady too, which surprises me. because I have no like accuracy or stability like increased type of mods. I'm gonna back up from here. A lot of smoke nades, can't tell who's who. That's one down. I'm pushing with you, bro. He's so weak. I couldn't get enough damage off. Took him down. There's a lot of radar pings though. Oh, he was too full health. After I like went to D2 Foundry and I put all like the best barrels, perks on this gun, and I started to compare it to some of the other best SMGs in the game. The ones that I would consider to be the best, like Multimach and Shayura's. First of all, let's put it 1-1 against like Multimach. Like surprisingly, this gun like almost better, but it's not. Like it's just a few stats shy of being better than Multimach, which is kind of weird to even say because Multimach is not like a tier 5 gun. You can't get like enhanced barrel, enhanced magazine, enhanced origin trait, and the adept range mod because the Multimach only gets ballistics. Oh, the solo super? I'll take that. That's a good amount of kills right there. Yeah, the Multimach, like it doesn't get all the enhanced benefits that the tier 5 gun would, so I was kind of surprised, but to be fair, once you really think about it, this is a seasonal gun. If it came from trials, they probably have like a lot more stats, and then it would be like very noticeably better than something like the Multimach. At least that's the cope right now. So I was very surprised to see like an SMG with every single little upwards arrow, and it's like one of my old guns isn't exactly like the best, you know, compared to it, or it's much better than the one that I actually grinded for. Yeah, anyway, so if you want my personal opinion, I do think Shayura's is probably like the S tier archetype of SMGs. A lot of range, they could just snipe, really accurate. And then after that, like surprisingly, it is the lightweight frames. This gun is in that archetype. They have nice little movement speed, good range. I just never try to snipe somebody from across the map though. Like I get like no bullet reg, so it's like pretty tough to use it. That and the adaptive frames, they got a bit of a glow up when they buffed them, so those are pretty nice to use. I want to go down there for the green, but it's kind of risky. Thank you for the help. Someone's across the map there. Heavy ammo's going to be all the way middle. If I jump outside over there, I'm going to get fried by 120s. Okay, I made that other guy back off, thankfully. I'm going to go back to B before we get a spawn flip. I mean, I got to be honest though, the gun plays way better than I thought it would. But as far as playstyles, I mean, you can see this game, I took a more of a defensive route. Like you really just can't like fly at people sometimes, and you have to kind of like stay close to the walls, try to find ways to like get in a gunfight where your SMG wins.
With 10 titans like you, I could build all 7 columns and shake the pillars.
Hopefully it's out of shotgun ammo. He has more shotgun ammo, bruh. So like the first thing that comes to mind when I'm gonna recommend like what kind of exotics to use with this though, it definitely has to be PKs. PKs is just like the undisputed GOAT when trying to make an SMG build. For good reason. Someone is trying to get B, but no, there's too many of us locking it down here.
Keep it up.
And like on Hunter, you can actually play SMG and like run it on a solar build. You do get a good amount of benefits from the artifact. Like I do get radiant just spamming this SMG. And then if you hit someone that's like scorched and you're frying them with this gun, like you're gonna release those shrapnels, which just applies a scorch and it like just helps you like fry people more.
Those Z captured, that's a power play. You took them, now home. 2 for 1.
Whew. That was a beautiful super, ladies and gentlemen. Outside of the PKs and honestly just playing like Stompies or like RDMs with Hunter, like it's really hard for me to recommend any other like exotic or playstyle with it, because SMGs aren't exactly the most meta guns at the moment right now. If you played Trials this last week, and you'll know that like pulse rifles are crazy good. And
Excellent.
And if you're using this gun with a primary that has like crazy range or a sniper rifle, you're gonna like suffer a lot because people are gonna just sit at the back, wait for you to push from a distance, and you'll find yourself not ever being able to like dish out damage and compete. And there's another problem right now with like the super stat too, is guns that do a lot of damage from afar really benefit a lot to gen your super. And I feel like you can't really do that too well with SMGs. You kind of like playing like the cover and then like trying to like slide out, but I don't know. Like Outbreak was the #1 gun this last Trials weekend, and those guys are not gonna let me close the gap easily. So if you want to get one of these, honestly, my recommendation for the highest tier, it'd probably just be tier 4. Because at tier 4, you're getting the enhanced mods, the magazine, and the barrel, and that's what's gonna help you get like the extra stability, the extra range that usually these type of SMGs kind of crave. I think since it's a Solstice weapon, an event weapon, and how easy it is to obtain, it's definitely worth getting. Is it going to be a meta breaking type of gun? Probably not. And even though a fully enhanced version of it is like, you know, barely just as good as Multimach, I think the SMG performs great inside of PvP. Anyways, that's my review of the Yeartide Apex. If you try it out, let me know what you think in the comments down below.